agent personality among the legal community, Zaheer Babar, constitutional expert. And today we will ask him about the recent hot issue of the Senate election, which is termed to be not challengeable before any court of law. But we have an opinion that when there is a sheer violation of rules, regulations, or law, then the court might have taken steps to give its judgment or ruling on it. My name is Abdul, and I'm also serving the chief editor magazine of Babar. And we are also taking some steps for the second publication from the forum of the High Court Bar. And in the connection that today we have a very persona grata, you can say that we have a nice person today, Raja Zaheer Babar, the legend of Rawalpindi Bar. Raja Sahab, there is a hot issue today that the proceeding of a Senate cannot be challenged before any court of law. But recently we have observed that the secret ballot paper, issue of the secret ballot paper was challenged before the Constitution, which has been clearly provided in the Article 226. But we have seen that the court has little bit deviate from the clear provision, and the court said that it has not available the absolute protection, absolute secrecy, whereas the Constitution is very much clear that it has the availability of the absolute secrecy. But recently what we have seen that the ballot paper has been used roughly and the vote has been spoiled by some senators. There is a collision of a parties which is known as PDM, everybody knows that. And the PDM has a stance that they will challenge it before the court of law, the modus operandi of the proceeding. But Article 69 of the Constitution barred the proceeding. Do you agree with this, or what is your opinion on this?
I'm grateful that I have been called for this, for my opinion on this point. I am of the view that so far as the concept of spoiling of vote is concerned, my view would be that those 7 votes had properly been casted. There is no spoiling at all, as it's been provided in law, in the rules by the Election Commission of Pakistan, that one has to fix a seal within a box. And if we have a look of that ballot paper, those 7 ballot papers, so far as those 7 seals are concerned, they are within the box. And those seals clarify the clear intention of the voter to whom he wished to vote. So it could have never been said that those 7 votes had been spoiled. That's my first argument to that extent. And so far as challenging of the same by PDM before Honorable Supreme Court is concerned, Article 69 provided that proceedings, it governs the rules of procedure. When rules of procedure of Senate is concerned, then those proceedings may have not been challenged in Supreme Court. But there is a difference between these proceedings of election and the other proceedings which are being governed by rules of business of Senate.
Of course.
So far as these elections are concerned, same had been conducted by Election Commission of Pakistan. It's an election proceedings. And in an election proceedings, a view had been taken by the election commissioner, by the presiding officer himself. And then the presiding officer, he may have not been given unbridled powers to decide whatever he wishes. That's not the law.
Okay.
And that's not the mandate of authority being given to the presiding officer of Senate elections. Now, there should have been someone in the hierarchy who should look into what had been done or what had been considered proper by the presiding officer.
So, in your opinion,
Yes,
it is
that authority
challenged.
would be
In your
Supreme Court of
opinion-
Pakistan.
In your opinion,
Yes,
the
I'm of the
process-
view that Supreme Court of Pakistan should have been looked into because we have, so far as election proceedings are concerned, we have elected people, we have conducted the entire exercise again and
What would
again and
be- what
again.
What would be the first form of challenging this proceeding, High Court or Supreme Court?
I'm of the view that it should have been straightaway challenged in Honorable Supreme Court of Pakistan.
Are such circumstances are available
Yes, of course it is
to
there.
cross the jurisdiction of a High
Of
Court?
course
and
it is there.
directly-
We have to direct, there are,
go
but on
before-
number of occasions, we have seen that there were petitions. It's a question of, now it had become a question of public importance. We have to distinguish things now.
Okay.
Now it's a question of, as I've said, and it's been reiterated by myself, that it's a question, it has become now a question of public importance. So same should have been looked into by the Honorable Supreme Court of Pakistan
Being a
while
consti-
exercising.
being a constitutional expert, you can refer some ruling of Supreme Court in this regard.
There are a number of opinions. Though specifically I may not refer anything like that, but there are a number of occasions when we have seen that a question of public, as I've said, that it's a question of public importance now. Because being a common citizen of Pakistan, I'm interested. Being a common citizen of Pakistan, you yourself is valid. There is, I've seen or I've heard, I've observed that even otherwise, so far as these elections are concerned, there is a concern in the society to what had happened, how those votes had not been considered. So hence, it's a question of public importance.
In my humble suggestion, the Supreme Court has many times given a ruling on the intention of the voter.
Yes.
That if there is the stamp somewhere which shows the intention, then that would be valid.
As in the outset, I have stated that so far as the intention of the voter is concerned, seems very much clear in these proceedings.
Okay.
Those seals have not been fixed in between the two blocks.
On a lighter mood, if PDM can contact with you to hire you as a counsel, would you prepare?
No, I don't think that I should have been, that I should have pondered like that. Or I think it's not appropriate at this point of time that I should have placed myself or offered myself for that sake. But I am of the view that we as a nation, as a society, we have to develop ourselves. We have to develop ourselves in a positive manner. And for that sake, that very sake, that question of public importance should have been considered by the Supreme Court of Pakistan, and we would have been told by the court that it should have been conducted in such and such manner, so that actually, as I stated earlier, that this exercise of election, we are electing people day by day, number of opinions. We have done this exercise, and we are trying to develop ourselves. We are trying to coincide ourselves with rest of the society, with rest of the world, while showing that we people are believing in democracy. So then the democracy itself is voice of people. In democracy, people should have been counted.
Yes,
And that counting should be very fair.
I am fully interested. You and thank
So
you very
if it
much.
is not fair
Thank you
to
very
them-
much, Zaheer. Babar. We will meet in another time. Okay.